Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits. It's rivalry season again in Parma, Ohio. It is the Holy Name Green Wave and the Padua Bruins Lacrosse up next on SmeeSports.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove, Neighbor Nation, we will see you on Saturday afternoon. Riley Meister gets the point.
Back into left field. Say goodnight to that baseball.
And there's another one. It's back to back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas. He's the point, and it's alive. Hansen pushes it over. Unbelievable. We play on. It's blocked. We're tied. We're tied. Unbelievable.
Good afternoon from Padua Stadium on the campus of Padua Franciscan High School for this OHSAA boys lacrosse clash between the Holy Name Green Wave and the Padua Bruins. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you live on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Should be a fun one today between two teams looking to snag an all-important rivalry win. Holy Name on a hot streak as of late. Winners of the last 10 games after losing their contest against CVCA 10-7 at the beginning of April. As for Padua, 6-8 on the year. They got back in the win column with a much-needed victory over Elyria Catholic, 14-2, the final score in that contest. With the conditions being somewhat rainy, right now it is overcast. The key to victory today for both sides, stick skills. Whichever team can stick to the basics a little bit better will most likely win this contest. We talked about that a lot during the broadcast at Mount Union for the OAC Championship game. Somewhat similar conditions, just more rain throughout the entire game. Mount Union, they had the better stick skills. They were able to beat John Carroll. A tight win. They won by 5, but it was a lot closer than that down the stretch. It's the little things when the weather is bad that will win you a game of lacrosse like this. Both teams have some of their best players in program history on the field today, especially Holy Name, as they have the OHSAA save leader, Peter Rose. Last year, he set that record down the stretch, and this year his goal has been not only to help his team get far in the playoffs, which that is yet to be seen, a good regular season as well, but on top of that, create a good cushion for his record to stand for a long time. The record he broke was standing for a good half-decade by the time he broke it, so it is not a gimme record by any means to take down. Padua, on the other hand, 6-8 once again on the year, but the last two times these two teams have played, it is all Bruins. A win 2 years ago in the pouring down rain, and last year a convincing win for Padua by 6. Again, the Bruins dominated, but in the end, as starters came out of the ball game, Holy Name was able to score a few goals. We will toss it over to our in-house PA announcer, and that will get us underway with our pregame announcements, national anthem, and starting lineups.
On behalf of the administration for tonight's North Coast Conference matchup, featuring the Green Wave of Holy Name High School and your Bruins of Padua Franciscan High School. As members of the North Coast Conference, they foster the educational values that athletics teach on and off the fields of play. In order to make tonight's contest as enjoyable as possible, please represent your school and community in a positive and respectful manner. The officials assigned to this contest have been selected according to the procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tonight's officials are Tony Toth, Adam Lee, Chuck Sroka. At this time, we ask that you please rise for the pregame prayer, followed by the playing of our national anthem. Good and gracious God, we ask for your blessing as we take the field tonight. Please protect all student athletes from injury. We ask that you bless us with the heart of the champion, spirit of faith in each other, and strength to compete with fairness and sportsmanship. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. And now for tonight's starters, first for Holy Name. Number 1, Peter Rose. Number 2, Cameron Ramsey. Number 5, Aiden Butler. Number 8, Thomas Anko. Number 9, Andrew Norris. Number 10, Noah Wallace. Number 11, Phoenix Hedgie. Number 18, Michael Rajeski. Number 19, John Bureau. And number 77, Matthew Rajeski. And now for your Bruins. Number 33, A.J. Post. Number 9, Vince Angeloni. Number 31, Braden Miller. Number 17, Bram Conway. Number 6, Brant Boomsma. Number 3, Trey Gasparo. Number 11, Anthony Fitro. Number 4, Sean Kenny. Number 5, Ryan Arco. And number 15, Jackson Hicks.
We are all but ready to go at Padua Stadium on the campus of Padua Franciscan High School for the first time on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. This is OHSAA Lacrosse. Finally, the stars have aligned for some lacrosse. It has been a long process to get here, but finally, due to cancellations and other happenings, we are here for some great lacrosse, a rivalry game, a game with a lot of history, and a game with a lot of physicality. That is the trademark of this sport, and that is what we should expect tonight. The face-off is underway, and so are we from the den. Padua controls the opening face-off. Here comes their offense, and the first shot of the game, just 10 seconds in, will sail above the goal. In between the posts for the Green Wave tonight, as it has been for the past couple of years, it is Peter Rose, the all-time save leader in OHSAA Lacrosse. He has had a tremendous career, and so far this campaign, 574 minutes and 80.9 save percentage. Tomyanko taking the ball up the field for the first time today. He was one of a few freshmen to get a good amount of game time last season, a campaign that saw the Green Wave finish 9-6, losing on the road at Olmsted Falls in round 2 of the OHSAA playoffs. Anko swims, bounces it off of the crossbar, no good. Hicks holds up in between the posts on the first shot he faces, but he will have a lot more where that came from. Butler, cutting right, spinning left, has a chance, and he will bounce it on over. 2 quick-fire opportunities for the Green Wave, both of them bouncing either A to the crossbar or B over it. 2 shots to Padua's 1 so far in the opening minute for the Green Wave. Hedgie just outside the crease, entered it for a moment. Almost surprised we didn't have anything called, and one of the deep holes will scoop it up. That is Ryan Arco, the senior defender. Padua has been hit by the injury bug so far this season. One of the main men missing, Gino Boscarello, one of their 3 starting deep holes. He is out for the year, along with Jack Obrist. Out of play, possession, Holy Name. And there is the physicality shown for the first time tonight. And on the far side, you might hear it from time to time in our broadcast, the loud and energetic coach of the Green Wave, Jeff Fedor. He has had a great amount of success with this program. One of the loudest coaches in the association, but when he wants something done and you do it, man, he becomes your biggest cheerleader. Norris on the near side, another one of the freshmen from last year to get a good amount of game time. We also saw him playing on the ice for hockey. Norris around the crease will lose it. A good strip by the Padua defense. Still a loose ball. X fighting for it. And the ground ball gets even more elongated. Norris finally picks it up for the Green Wave. And there is the whistle. 10:06 on the clock in quarter number 1. And we will have one of our first stoppages. Good physicality from both sides, but good patience by the Bruins, waiting until they can finally scoop it up. And with a guy like Xavier Rodriguez, a potent attacker for the Green Wave right there, for Padua to survive in close quarters. Very impressive from their defense. Trey Gasparo, their all-star on offense, will take it up the field for the Bruins. So far this year, 40 goals, 21 assists, a total of 61 points. Padua back on the offensive, looking to strike first. It's Kenny. He will shoot, and it will go wide of Peter Rose. Another good opportunity for Padua. We will see if their offense can continue shooting on range. They will have it behind the goal. It's Gasparo trying to cut his way in. Trey, a good amount of spinning, evades the defense, shoots, and he will score! Padua strikes first in their home stadium. Exactly what the offense wanted to do. Work in close quarters around the crease, and in the end, find their star player in Trey Gasparo. He is on the board, and so are the Bruins. 1-0 Padua on top, and in a game like this, records and everything along those lines goes out the window. A perfect example right there. The Namer defense will look to rebound after allowing the opening goal of the game, just like they did the past 2 seasons against the Bruins. Face-off is down. Padua just under a 50% success rate from them this year. They will lose this one as they sit exactly at 50%. Anko screaming up the field, swims right. He will try and bounce it in just wide of Hicks, but it is scooped up by Hedgie. Phoenix circling, looking for an avenue. He will slip to the turf. Loose ball, it's a yard sale, and his helmet comes off in the process. The first of many expected yard sales tonight. We will see what the official call is by the officiating crew. 9:05 on the clock in the first quarter. 1-0 Padua, your score, courtesy of Trey Gasparo. But you have to love this physicality. Both sides giving it their all. This is what you want to see from a rivalry game. Both sides hustling, both sides showing everything that they can do, because this is a pivotal game for both sides. Holy Name, they want to keep cruising. This would be their 11th straight win if they get it. As for Padua, this would be their second, and they would be one step closer to getting back to 500. Once again, 5-0 on the year to begin, and then they lost their next 8 games. This is the perfect spot to get a statement get-right game after beating EC by 12. Play set to resume after the stoppage, and we are back underway. The Bruins losing some key players after last year, one of which playing at the collegiate level, Colin Matier. He was a stronghold in the victory at Holy Name last year. I believe he was our player of the game. More physicality, Rodriguez. He will shove Miller out of play. And we will see if it is a flag or they deem it clean. Based on the way that X checked, I would not be surprised to see him sent to the box. But it appears he will not be. And in the end, it appears a Bruin will go instead. That is Colton Adams, the junior midi, being sent to the penalty box. Holy Name now a man up. 8:44 on the clock. This is a good chance for them to equalize. Their offense needs to be firing on all cylinders. You have Hedgie behind the goal in the X position. You have Farrell out wide. You have Norris out wide. You have Anko. You have a couple other guys who can make an impact, one of which just passing it away, and that is the Teal commit, Casey Estep. He will be going to the Tomcats to play football next year. Norris top to Xavier Rodriguez, one of 3 members of the 100 Goals Club at Holy Name. He, along with Andrew Mueller and Zach Spalding, make up the group. Hedgie back top, Rodriguez unable to field it cleanly, scooped up by Norris in recon. Back to Rodriguez. He will shoot down low, and Hicks makes the save. Jackson Hicks, a powerful first massive stop of the ballgame. He has been tested a few times, but that was the biggest of them all until now, and he holds up again. What a stop from Jackson Hicks. Estep going backwards, trying to pick up the ground ball. A good slice from Angelone trying to pick it up, and finally it will settle with Farrell of the Namers. Jackson Hicks putting on a clinic in between the Padua posts. And once again, he is only a sophomore, ladies and gentlemen. He will only get better from here. Estep, he loses the ball. A good stop by Brant Boomsma. His brother, a legend in this Holy Name program. He has turned to, if you are a Holy Name fan, the dark side, or if you are a Padua fan, the light side. But the Bruins defense holding up for now. A very good start to this game. Once again, Gasparo the difference for Padua thus far. And he will circle well behind the crease. The deep pulls will play a big role in the next couple of seconds if they can keep Gasparo and the rest of the offense at bay. Rich trying to push away. Play top. This is a great chance for the Bruins, but it is stripped. And here comes the Holy Name offense. Full head of steam. It's Anko in transition, and he will peel off, waiting for the rest of the cavalry to arrive. Anko playing a lot more on his feet this season. Down low, Hedgie wide open, and Holy Name has equalized. Beautiful ball movement by the Green Wave, playing it around the crease. Hedgie wide open. There is no answer to that. Honors even. As we watch this back, it's Anko who creates this play. He has really taken over the playmaker role this year. Beautiful pass down low. Hedgie not missing from that range. But Tommy Anko, a much improved player from last season to now, and we are tied with 6:30 on the clock in quarter number 1. This is what we wanted to see from this game. Back and forth play. And it looks like, as of right now, that is the game that we are going to get. Each team has won a face-off so far. The team that has won those face-offs scores the next goal. We will see if that trend continues here. Ball in play, and we are back into the action. Scooped up by Miller. The Bruins win the face-off, and that shot just a bit too high. Miller too much behind it, unable to release late enough, as it was way too early on the attempt. Possession, Holy Name. It is Charlie Margosian taking it up the field for HN. Charlie, a pleasant surprise last year for Holy Name. Amid the injuries to players like J.J. Burrell, he stepped up to be a mainstay in the Namer defense. Good pass up to Butler, and here comes the Namer offense. Good screen set by the Green Wave. Can they work close to the crease? That is the big question. When they can get a couple of passes put together and find the open man, that is when their offense is able to play at its best. 6 minutes down, 6 to go in the opening frame. 1-1 your score. This is OHSAA Lacrosse on SmeeSports, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop. Ground ball at the 20. Padua looking to scoop it up. Bird, a heavy hit. He will get it. He stumbles, and he will push it just wide. A good opportunity for the Namers to take the lead, and it will go finally to the Bruins. A good tip attempt there by the Green Wave, but they are unable to get it back. Gasparo taking it up the middle. Bird gets a hit down. So does Norris. Still with Gasparo. The ball finally loose, and it will go to the Green Wave. Good eye by Norris. And immediately the defense circles. It's Arco applying the pressure to Andrew Norris. This is where you can really take a lot of time. There is no shot clock at the high school level of lacrosse. Get a couple of passes put together. Play down low just like this. And score just like that. Jeffrey Bird, right on cue, puts the Namers on top. Beautifully worked. Exactly what I have been asking this team to do for the past couple of minutes. Put together a good couple of passes, find the open man, and from there, the rest is easy as that. Bird, after missing the first one on the stumble, definitely wanted a goal there, and he gets his wish. 4:52 on the clock in quarter number 1. The Namers, after allowing the opening goal of the game, take their first lead. Face-off down. A tough start for both sides, and finally it is won by Tommy Anko. Anko tripped up from behind. No foul, definitely the right decision, but he will have to fight through some more adversity. Anko swimming through the entire Padua defense, and finally it will go to Xavier Rodriguez. For the time being, the Bruins have really minimized X's impact on this game. It has been Tommy Anko running the offense. Now X, he will shoot, and it is saved by Jackson Hicks. Great defense by the sophomore in between the posts. And once again, it's Hicks coming up clutch for the Bruin defense. It seems like Padua has found their own Peter Rose. The Namers, no need to hurry. 4 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. 2-1, HN on top. And I expect to see a drawn-out possession here. A lot of movement, a lot of spacing until an open look is found. Holy Name has had success in that today, and I think they will continue to attack it now. Behind to Hedgie. Hedgie had the opener for the Green Wave. Out wide, E-step. Now top for Rodriguez, who gets it on a one-hop. Xavier plays it down low. The Namer is getting closer before going back out to Anko. Anko swimming at the 25, cutting back left, continuing to cut through the Padua defense, and finally he will retreat. Plenty of hits, but he is not done quite yet. Tommy Anko putting on an offensive skill show for the Namers. 45 seconds down in this possession. The Namers, no urgency to fire. Hedgie going down low. He is hit just outside the crease, and the Padua defense holds up. Another save from Jackson Hicks. Hicks in close quarters has been elite today for Padua. Usually he plays better from distance, but given the occasion, he has stepped up and made the more melee saves. Gasparo cutting through Butler. Good job by the Bruins offense. Here they come, looking to get an attack rolling. Fitro, far side for Padua. Now up top, it's Adams. Adams shoots, saved by Rose. A good kick save from Peter, kicks it out of play. Possession still with Padua. Their offense starting to get their groove back. A couple of good opportunities and a couple of good close passes to the crease. It's Gasparo at the 10, played back, Kenny. Top now to Adams, who has 9 goals on the year. 2:10 remaining in the opening quarter. Holy Name hanging on, up 2-1. Near side for Gasparo. Good defense applied by Ritz. Gasparo spinning back before finally finding his target of Adams. Padua taking one out of Holy Name's book as of late. Beautiful pass down low, but the defense of Ramsey is too much to overcome. That shot had a beeline, direct line of sight to the goal, but Ramsey's defense from behind just too much there. Cam has somewhat played an LSM role for this team over the past season and a half, and coming back on defense, that is a big stop by the junior. Rose all the way into the attacking area, potentially having an assist, but the shot won't happen and the whistle blows. In my 3 years of covering Holy Name lacrosse, pretty much the entirety of Peter Rose's career, that is the furthest that I have seen him worked out of goal. Almost surprised to see him push the field that much, but it almost worked out in Holy Name's favor. Less than 90 seconds left to play in this opening frame. Holy Name hanging on to a 1-goal lead. It's Kenny at the 35, dished out wide, picking up Fitro. Fitro ground ball to the end zone, and Padua will work from behind the crease. The Namers knowing how important it is to shut down the area closest to the crease. A lot of defenders and middies just hovering right around Peter Rose. That has made a somewhat impenetrable wall in the last couple of minutes for the Namer defense. Played out wide, the shot will go likewise as Fitro is unable to navigate it past Rose. Another good opportunity for the Bruins. They will stay with possession. 50 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. What can Padua do to tie up this game? It might have to be a long-range shot. They will take one. Rose saves. Loose ball just outside the crease, and Peter will finally take it back in for the Namers. Yet another massive stop from Peter Rose. And that time, he just had to go low, scoop it up in his net. And now, if Holy Name so desires, before the interception, they could have had the final attack of the frame. Instead, that honor should belong to Padua. Gasparo cutting in at the 25. 10 seconds to go. The long shot saved by Rose. One of Padua's best attempts today. Holy Name trying to get a last-ditch offensive possession. It appears they will not. Padua at the buzzer. It is saved by Rose, and that will end the opening frame. A nice long shot there from the Padua Bruins. Peter Rose expected it, and he was able to make that save as time expires. As you see on your screen, just Padua trying to get something going offensively after finding the opening goal courtesy of Trey Gasparo. But in the end, the Namer defense a little bit wiser. They hold up and allow only the first. 12 minutes down. Still a lot of lacrosse left to go here at Padua Stadium. This is OHSAA Lacrosse on the SmeeSports YouTube channel, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop.
Here at Ledgewood Barbershop,
It's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Holy Name, after allowing the opening goal of the game, found two of their own, courtesy of Phoenix Hedgie and Jeff Bird. 2-1, the Green Wave on top of the Padua Bruins. This is OHSAA Boys Lacrosse on the SmeeSports YouTube channel, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop. Thank you to Ledgewood Barbershop, along with our other broadcast sponsors, for bringing us this broadcast tonight. Padua looking for some answers after a hot start, but since then, their offense, it has fallen on deaf ears due to the potency of Holy Name's defense. Usually you use that term in regard to offense, but the way that Holy Name's defense has played, they have created opportunities for their offense. And in the lacrosse field, whenever you can make your defense generate offense immediately, that makes you a top team, and that is what Holy Name has done today. That is the reason why they are ranked 71st in the state of Ohio. Good run from Anko. He will shoot from range, and Hicks will go to his knees and stop it. Still loose outside the crease, and the Bruins come up with a massive stop. Gasparo finally picking it up for the Bruins. Exactly what they needed defensively. Can they spark some offense now? And really for the first time, I think, in the past couple of years, Xavier Rodriguez has fallen back to play defense for Holy Name. A little bit of a role change for the time being for X, who really hasn't been involved in the offense all too much. It has been Tommy Anko along with Phoenix Hedgie running the show. Gasparo just outside the right end zone. The Bruins looking to tie this one up. It's Adams, play to Kenny. Kenny in line with the goal, picks up Fitro. Fitro so far this year, 32 goals. Now Adams again out wide. The Bruins doing what they can to draw the Namer defense out of place. But so far, Holy Name has held their shape. Good pass down low. Tipped on the pass. Anko got a piece. It still finds Fitro. A hard pass, but picked off by X. And here comes the Namers. Rodriguez sprinting up the center of the pitch. He goes coast to coast, and he will bounce it on over. A great opportunity for Xavier Rodriguez, but the turf says no. But that is why you drop X back on defense. He's a running back. He has the speed to go from one end of the field to the other. Why not capitalize? Hedgie just outside the crease, makes a deep pull fall. He will now play it out wide. Rodriguez shoots, and it goes wide. Hicks again, some good defense. The Namers still not done with this possession. They want more. Norris taking it up. In line with the goal for the Namers. Now back. It's Tommy Anko cutting left at the 25. He will shoot. Saved by Hicks. I'll tell you what, Jackson Hicks has been really impressive to watch tonight, as we've seen him a number of times throughout his year and 3/4 at Padua. He has been impressive every single time. If anything, he has gotten better each and every single opportunity that we've seen him. But we will see how he holds up as the Namer offense continues to zero in on his position. Can the offense get rolling once again? 9:20 remaining in the first half. A low-scoring affair as of late. 2-1 your score. Norris setting the screen. Bounce top to Rodriguez. Rodriguez faking back, and finally he will call off the attacker. Rodriguez taking it himself. He will shoot, and it goes across the face of goal. No good. I like that move from Rodriguez. He moved E-step out of the way. He took the spot himself, and in the meantime, he drew a defender out of place. A great idea from Rodriguez. We will see if he is able to capitalize if the opportunity presents itself again, which it looks like it will. Rodriguez, he makes his cut, swimming over, shoots, and it is deflected. I believe that is Sean Kenny getting the short end of the stick while receiving the ball. But good defense by the Bruins still. And this is where having no shot clock really benefits Holy Name. They want to drill this clock, keep it a tight affair going into halftime. They just want their first win in 3 years against Padua. The last win in double OT 5-4 at Holy Name in the playoffs, no less. E-step down low, Norris. He is unable to pick it up. Loose ball just outside the crease, and Hicks will pick it up in the end. Good recovery by the Bruins. Here comes their offense. It is Conway tiptoeing the out-of-bounds line. Bird saying he got it out. But in the end, timeout has been called. That is the right decision by Coach Apinkar on the far side. It's a tough one. You don't want to use one of your timeouts too early. But when you get momentum, you have possession. You don't want to ruin that because of one simple shove out of bounds. Either way, the game remains close. 8:09 remaining in the first half. And this is a very, very tight affair. Holy Name 2, Padua Franciscan 1 your score on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Welcome back to the Den, a.k.a. Padua Stadium on the campus of Padua Franciscan High School. 8:09 remaining in this first half. Holy Name 2, Padua 1 your score on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Padua calling time after almost getting hit out of play. They wanted to hold possession, and they have done so. Now, down by 1, they look to tie it up on this offensive possession. Adams at the 30, dishing it to his left. The Bruins have spaced outside the crease very well, but the defense of Peter Rose in between the posts have told the story thus far. Gasparo, the lone goal scorer, plays it down low, and Rose holds up again. Yet another save to add to the ever-growing collection of Peter Rose. He has been tremendous, and CSU, getting him next year, will be very grateful to have his knowledge in between their posts. Ritz taking it up the field. Big Ritz near side with Little Ritz over to his right. And finally, 2-1 your score. We will step aside real quick and hear a word from our sponsors. This is OHSAA Boys Lacrosse on SmeeSports, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop. Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits. Before we return to the action, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact me at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thank you to our broadcast sponsors today, Ledgewood Barbershop, who also is our presenter, the Health ECU Chiropractic Center, who also is our player of the game sponsor, and CrossFit Strongsville for bringing us this broadcast. We hope to be at Holy Name and Padua a lot more. Well, first off, this year, as we will be right now, if I can actually do math correctly, 3 more times in the next week, which in its own right is a crazy statistic. And then next year, we hope to be at both locations very often. If you support one of these teams and own a business, come sponsor. Anko shoots, saved by Hicks. Another kick save from Jackson Hicks. Just doing the splits, gets a piece of the ball, and it will go wide. That has been his bread and butter save tonight. And once again, it comes up big for the Padua defense. Hedgie, a good opportunity. He will shoot. Denied again. The goalkeeping battle is what we expected to be the marquee event. That is why we had Hicks and Peter Rose on our teaser graphic. So far, we are being proven completely correct. No goals quite yet in this frame. Rodriguez looking to change that here. It is saved by Hicks, and a flag will fly. Possession will stay with Holy Name, and this will be the second man-up opportunity for the Green Wave today. The first time we officially see a flag fly. As of right now, it appears that is number 17 for the Bruins. That is Bram Conway, the LSM, going to the box. Obviously, you do not want to be a man down, but if you had to pick one position that kind of keeps everything else balanced, LSM would be your position to send to the box. But Holy Name, a man up, 0-for-1 in this setting. They look to change that here while also getting an insurance goal. 6:25 remaining in the first half, still 2-1. This has been as exciting as expected. Anko gets it in front of the goal. Played down low. Hedgie bounces it just wide. Holy Name so close, but yet so far to finding their third. Credit to this Padua defense. They have been in the fire for the better part of 3 minutes, and they have held up perfectly. The Namers still trying to find some offense. They have found a plethora of shots, but just nothing hitting the back of the net. Rodriguez down low. The pass is denied. Scooped up. Tried to be scooped in. No good as of yet. Still loose. Rodriguez fighting to get it, but Hicks will take care of it. That was Pat Farrell trying to hockey strike it in, but to no success. Flag will fly. It will be on the Namers, so Padua will be a man up at least for a little while in the coming moments. But can they score first? Back behind the goal. Padua down by 1, looking for their equalizer. Play back. It's Adams. Out near side. Fitro. Time continuing to wind down. A very long game so far, but a good contest. Gasparo at the 30, circling. Down low, a good pass. The shot saved by Rose. Still loose outside the crease. It is a many-card pileup just outside of the crease, and the whistle is finally blown. And now we will address the laundry. In the meantime, we will watch the replay of that pileup just in front of the crease. It was a tremendous save by Peter Rose. That is what we expect from him, but everybody just kind of piles up on each other. This is rivalry lacrosse. This is what we expected heading in, and we are not being disappointed. Can Padua now, a man up, find their equalizer? Gasparo has it at the 25. He is the lone goal scorer tonight for the Bruins. Kenny right, picking up Fitro. Gasparo cutting down low, still amid pressure. He is stripped. It's Little Ritz with the hit, and it will be a ground ball. Holy Name trying to get it. Margosian boxing out, and the whistle will blow. 4:44 remaining in the first half, and it is possession Padua. It looked like Holy Name got a little too physical trying to scoop up the loose ball. Great effort from them, but sometimes being too physical in a game like this will cost you. Rose goes down low and gets a simple ground ball into his netting. Yet another save. Butler led in stride, unable to pick it up. Going for the ground ball, it's Boesma. He goes to the ground. It is a mini yard sale. A whistle will blow. And once again, we have a timeout called. Both sides not being afraid to burn timeouts in this first half. 4:22 on the clock in quarter number 2. No scoring in quarter number 2 yet. Both sides close, but still far off. Holy Name 2, Padua Franciscan 1 your score. This is OHSAA Boys Lacrosse on the SmeeSports YouTube channel, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop.
Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits.
As we return to the action at Padua Stadium, we will take this opportunity to look at the rest of our broadcast schedule this week. Tomorrow, we will be in Elyria on the campus of Elyria Catholic High School. 5 p.m. first pitch between the Panthers and the Holy Name Green Wave. Then on Thursday, 2 broadcasts. First one at 4, second one at 7. It is Cuyahoga Community College taking on Mid-Michigan in the Round 1 NJCAA Region 12 Division II baseball playoffs. 2 big games for the Triceratops, who have won their last 40 contests. They sit 41-5 on the year. Rodriguez driving, goes behind the goal, picking up Hedgie. Good movement, one-on-one, saved by Hicks. Another tremendous stop by JH. He has been putting on a show. Anko going central, trying to shimmy past before finally passing it off to Estep. Less than 4 minutes on the clock in quarter number 2. Estep right side driving, plays it right behind the crease. It's Hedgie down low, loose ball. Padua trying to get the ground ball forward. Finally, it's a flick up in stride, and it is Turner picking it up. The Bruins working in transition. Played out right, it's Fitro. And he will just break off his attack. The offense subbing in for Padua. 3:15 now left to go in this first half. A very tight affair as expected. Still, no goals in this second quarter. Gasparo getting close to the crease. Out wide, the shot way right, and it will go on to the track and hit a senior banner. Can't tell which senior was hit, but they got a little bit of a gift from the lacrosse team. Gasparo with 3 minutes, spinning back dishes. It's Fitro. Fitro, it is denied again. Peter Rose, yet another sensational save. I would love to have the save numbers at halftime. Combined, it has to be nearing 30 by now. And that is a lot different to the collegiate game, where usually you see 5 to 10 saves for one goalkeeper at most. In high school, that is usually the statistics at halftime. Fitro plays it central, bobbled by Kenny. Loose ground ball, finally scooped up by Cam Ramsey, and he will break through the Padua pressing defense. Ramsey finally hit. He will lose the ball. Flag will fly, and the Bruins will be a man down. We talked about the physicality in the first quarter. We saw plenty of it, but in this second frame, we have seen it a lot more often. A lot of extracurricular fouls and a lot of time combined spent in the penalty area. In the meantime, we do have some baseball score updates from around the grounds. Final score from Alliance, it is the Aviators taking down Marlington 5-1. As for Lakewood and Bay, the Rangers take care of the Rockets 7-0 your final. 2:10 on the clock in the first half. Holy Name looking for a barrier. Norris down low. Hedgie, good movement. The shot from Onko, it dings in! Tommy Onko beautifully hits the top right corner, and that is the cushion / brace the Namers needed. Perfect execution by Onko. Exactly everything he has been working towards this entire game. Good spacing, Hedgie facilitates, and Onko, when he gets up on one leg, look out. He has plenty of power behind that shot. The Namers have their insurance. 3-1 your score. It took us 10 minutes and 1 second in the second quarter to have our first goal of the frame. That might be one of the longest sequences that we have seen in our coverage of Holy Name Lacrosse over the past couple of years. I say I mean Holy Name Broadcasting and mine. I count the history as one and the same. Onko taking it still for the Green Wave. They are not done for this first half. Rodriguez takes it at the 35. Once again, we really haven't called his name all too much tonight. 90 seconds now on the clock. The Namers circling the crease. Norris gets it at the 10. A lot of open space just behind number 31, Miller. At this rate, I wouldn't be shocked to see Holy Name drill the clock down to 30 seconds or less before actually taking any shot. But we will see what Coach Fedor and the offense has in mind. Onko taking it himself, cutting back at the 30. He will try and shoot, but it will bounce out of play wide right. Possession Padua. I am very surprised to have not seen more time drilled off the clock before that attempt from Onko. But either way, Padua has a minute and counting now to work with. Hicks, he will try and speed run the offense. Good pass, but picked up by Rodriguez. He has it one-on-one with Hicks. He will shoot and he will score! It's Xavier Rodriguez in transition. The X Factor is on the board for the Namers. Make it 4-1. Holy Name's offense has come alive, and we do have a late flag flying just outside the crease. 70 seconds apart, Onko and Rodriguez combined for two great goals. The first one, great team play. The second one, all Xavier. We will see what the call is, most likely and unsportsmanlike. And that appears to be the decision. It is Conway going to the penalty area. Actually, no, he is just subbing out. The unsportsmanlike, as expected, is on Rodriguez. So that will now void the faceoff. It is simply possession Padua. I agree with that. A little bit too much on the celebration. You can only do so much. And now Padua, a free chance to score. They will not. Defended perfectly by Peter Rose. We will try and find out at halftime the save totals for both him and Hicks. We've said it a couple of times. It has to be nearing 30. Good interception by Brant Boomsma. Here he comes down the near side. 20 seconds left to go in the first half. Padua looking for an answer just before the break. Good pass down low behind the goal. What does Padua have in mind? A whistle will blow with 7 seconds, and the Bruins will call time to talk things over. I like that decision by Coach Apinkar, just trying to slow things down, trying to get a good offensive play set up. If they can make it 4-2 at halftime, they have a good chance to battle back. This will be one of their best opportunities to date to make something happen offensively. Outside of Gasparo's early strike, the offense has really struggled. A lot of good shots, but when you're playing a defense as good as Holy Name, who so far this year is averaging 3.79 goals per game allowed, you're going to have to get creative with how you score. You're going to need to be on your A game at every single opportunity. You can't take plays off. You can't take periods off. You have to be going full steam ahead every single minute of this 48-minute contest. The Namers rejoining the party after calling time to talk things over themselves. I feel like the defense is going to stay pretty much par to the course. A lot of good play around the crease. They will live and die by the long ball. They know Peter can track it from far distances in spite of speed. I feel like they play the close range door, and that is what they do. The clock runs. Padua instead, they won't even try and shoot, and that will end the first half. Padua's offense looked for an answer, but the Namers did not provide one. A good first half defensively for both sides. The Namers breaking through the Bruin defense at the end. 4-1 your score. Looking at the goal scorers, it has been pretty much sent around. Hedgie, he has one. Anko has one. Rodriguez has one. And Jeff Bird does as well for the Namers. As for Padua, it is Trey Gasparo with their lone strike. 10 minutes on the clock for halftime. A good affair on hand. It is Holy Name 4, Padua 1. This is OHSAA Boys Lacrosse on the SmeeSports YouTube channel, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits.
Welcome back to Padua Stadium for the second half of this OHSAA Boys Lacrosse clash between the Padua Bruins and the Holy Name Green Wave. If you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County areas, contact me at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thank you again to Ledgewood Barbershop, the Healthy ECU Chiropractic Center, and CrossFit Strongsville for being today's broadcast sponsors. We are hoping to do a lot more Holy Name and Padua, both together and separately in the coming year. So if you're an alum from one of those schools and you're looking for a way to promote your business, this is a great way to do so. You get a lot of people from your alma mater and plenty from other alma maters to come in and support you. It's a win-win. It's relatively inexpensive. We have plans between $10 to $20 per broadcast, or if you want us to do a game, you can get us completely $50, and that is assuming that we do get permission from the school itself. We have to put that in there because we cannot guarantee every school that we could possibly go to that we will be given permission. But if you're someone from another school saying, you want this, we want this, contact me. If it's only you, $50, that gets me out there. That gets the full game and everything that goes along with it as well. We are hoping to be expanding out in the Alliance area. Not going to say too much too soon. We will be continuing Alliance and Marlington coverage, but you see the M, you see the conference out there, put one and one together, and you can kind of figure out where we might be going next year on top of that. I'm not going to say it flat out, but running through the rest of the teams in the EBC in my head, there's only one outside of Marlington that starts with an M, so I think it's pretty much said who it's going to be, but that will be a decision we make in the offseason. It's a decision that we can make now, as we will announce right now before we get back underway. SmeeSports is no longer just SmeeSports. It is SmeeSports LLC. We have finally gotten the approval from the state, so we are officially a limited liability corporation. Excited for that. Does it really change what we're doing here broadcast-wise? Not really, but for the sense of doing business, for the sense of getting in sponsors, it makes a world of difference. Looking forward to this next chapter of SmeeSports as we transition into the 25-26 school year to see what we can do. We are all but ready to go in this second half. Padua will begin with possession. They need a lot to go their way. Down by 3 after 2 late goals in the first half, scored by the Namers. The first, Tomianko on a great pass. The second coming from Xavier Rodriguez in transition. Plenty of physicality in the opening 10 seconds of the new half. A whistle will blow. Possession stays with the Bruins. It'll be interesting to see their approach in the second half, how they decide to play. Do they get more aggressive, or do they kind of wait for an opportunity to open up? They're down by 3. This is a quote-unquote must-win game for Padua, more in the sense of rivalry bragging rights than anything, but they want this one badly. Fitro lining up. He is hit away by Big Ritz. And it will tip. Rose, unable to get it cleanly, finally brings it in, and he will hoe it up the field. Holy Name trying to get it rolling, but it will roll right past their attackers. Scooped up in the back line finally by Trevor Johnson. Loose ball out of play, and it will lean towards Padua. This is a good opportunity for Padua to strike. They have had so many great chances this game. They just need to find one. Usually when one goes in, the next follows, so on and so forth for this offense. Padua on the year, 8.2 goals per game. They can score. They can be dangerous. They just need to get into a rhythm. It's Adams at the 25. Played down low. Johnson dishes behind. The Bruins circling the crease. It's Gasparo who has their only goal so far. Trey looking for a way to strike. Plays it near side. The shot saved by Rose. A nice tip out wide. That shot coming in from Trevor Johnson. Gasparo, he will try his hand, and he is unable to connect. The Namer defense continues to hang on. Coach Fedor trying to make changes on the fly. He is trying to get his best personnel out onto the field. This is a big spot for them. This could be a turning point for the Bruins. He knows this. He doesn't want to let up. He doesn't want to give them a way back in. Top to Kenny. Wide now, Fitro. The Bruins continuing to move the ball very well. Their stick skills on point. They just need a little stroke of luck. Gasparo at the 15, cutting back right, has some space, arcing around. He will shoot, and it is stopped by Rose. Another good save by Peter. And it looks like he will take it out himself, at least for a few steps. Too high of a pass to Rodriguez. Possession Padua. Tough one there for the Namer offense, trying to get rolling from the back. They need to get their passes a little bit more crisp, especially in a game that can change in an instant. It is Gasparo at the 25, cutting back right. He has some space. He shoots, but it is saved by Rose. So many great opportunities. Yet another good chance to strike. But yet again, it is Peter Rose denying Padua. Another good spot. Fitro trying to get past Big Ritz. Loose ball right in front. The shot saved by Rose. Another good stop. That was Colton Adams with the attempt one-on-one, but Peter Rose hangs on, and now it appears that he is in some pain. Knowing Peter, especially this being his last Parma Holy War, he wants one over them in his time as a starter. He started down the stretch in his freshman year, but he wants it as the full-time starter. That's when he started. But now, in the last 2 years, that every single game, it's Peter Rose in between the posts. He is yet to win. This is a turning point for him as well as his career is winding down at Holy Name. You look at this group, obviously, they're not the golden generation of the 2010s with the likes of Spalding, the ones that made it to regionals. It's not the same group. But depending on how they play their cards come playoff time, they could be better. A good chance denied by Rose again. Loose ground ball, 15 yards outside the crease. It is flicked away by Ritz. And Butler will scoop it up for the Namers, or at least he tries to. Loose ball finally goes to the Bruins. Whistle blows. And we do have a Namer down outside the crease. The Ritz brothers sharing a moment, as you can see on the top left of your screen. A hard-fought battle to get that ball out of a dangerous spot. Injury timeout at Padua Stadium. 8:09 on the clock in the third quarter. Holy Name 4, Padua 1, your score. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. The injured Namer is able to get off of the field on his own power. Not really a surprise knowing Charlie Margosian. This kid coming in, doubted by so many, but over the past year and a half, this kid has worked so hard to become an elite deep pull for the Namers. He is as tough as it gets. Hopefully he will be okay, but for the time being, the Namers will have to survive without him, which could see a change in the back line. It could be Ritz squared plus J.J. Burrell. We also could see Ramsey drop back from LSM as he did a number of times last year to play some deep pull. But we will see how the Namers decide to attack this scenario in the coming moments. It appears it's the Ritzes on either side and Burrell in the center. But definitely a tough break for Holy Name. They will look to survive on this defensive possession. So far, they have held up, but so many great chances just like this. Gasparo misses behind the back. A tough one there. Obviously, a little bit of flair, but given the range and given his look, he had to go behind the back if he was to score there. You can't fault a guy like Gasparo. He is just trying to make something happen, and there he does. That is why you cannot leave Trey Gasparo open. Gasparo now on the double for the Bruins. They strike first in the second half, and we have ourselves a new ball game. Exactly what the Bruins needed. That is perfect play from Trey Gasparo. Goal number 42 on the year. That takes him up to 63 total points as well. He has been elite this year and last. Last year, he diced up the Namer defense time and time again. He is one heck of a player, and he will be the leader of this lacrosse program along with Hicks for the next couple of years. And the Bruins, they win the ensuing faceoff. A chance for another. It's Fitro going across the face of goal. No good. A great chance, but unable to direct it in. It will be possession. Padua on the miss. Post, 8 goals, 3 assists this year. He will facilitate. Padua getting a little bit more dangerous. But speaking of dangerous, it is the Jackrabbit, Aiden Butler, evading some hits and taking it up for the Green Wave. And once again, he does get hit, scooped up in transition, and we will see how the Holy Name Green Wave attack. Rodriguez at the 25, cutting down low, looking for a response, and he finds it. Xavier Rodriguez, the walking highlight reel, strikes again for the Namers. You give up one, you tell that to Rodriguez, and he says, I will get it right back. That has been what Xavier Rodriguez has done best for this program over the past couple of years. If the defense gives up a goal, they can count on him to almost instantly get it back. Once again, X marks the spot for the Namers. Make it 5-2. It's a back and forth question. Now how does Padua respond? The Namers respond with a face-off win of their own. Anko wide left to Norris. The Namers looking for another quick fire strike. The quickest time in between goals was 70 seconds, and that was to end the first half. 1:59 and 49. Down low, Bird, he shoots, deflected by Hicks. A big save by Jackson in between the posts for the Bruins. The danger still present. What can Holy Name draw up offensively? They have moved the ball around so well tonight. The question is, can they find another gap in the Bruins defense? Hedgie circling, plays it back. It's Rodriguez for the hat trick, denied by Hicks. Hedgie gets it on a high reverb, still with Holy Name. It's Anko cutting left side, plays it down low. Rodriguez tried to shoot before he had possession, and that will result in a ground ball scooped up by Anko. A good recovery by the Namers. Anko shimmies, and it will go across the face of goal. Another good solo run from Tommy Anko. That time around just couldn't direct it in. Whistle blows, and we are back underway. Holy Name hanging on to a 3-goal lead. Looking at the defense, still no Margosian. It's Rodriguez trying again for the hat trick, and same result. Well, from one point of view, the other point of view sees it go into one of the warm-up goals, so it won't count for the game, but in some facet of this contest, Rodriguez has a hat trick. But just not on one that we will look at for OHSAA scoring. Anko swimming to the 20, and where he will be backed out. Anko has been very aggressive today, trying to get to that crease. He has been a spark very similar to Rodriguez. They play a very similar style of lacrosse, with Anko being the presser today. That has really opened up plenty of opportunities for him. But in the meantime, he will go down. It looked like a non-contact injury. A tough one there as he kind of tripped, but Tommy Anko is down for the Namers. Coach Fedor will go and check on him. 4:53 on the clock in Q3. Holy Name 5, Padua Franciscan 2.
Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits.
Anko is able to get off of the field on his own power. By the time that Coach Fedor was on the field, he was up and walking. A good sign. We hope Tommy is able to come back into the game. But more importantly, we hope that he is okay. Rodriguez going down low to Hedgie. He is unable to get it, and Hicks says, I will take that. The Namers hanging on to a 3-goal lead. Both teams having 1 goal in this new half. Rodriguez ajars the ball and takes possession in the process. 2 goals today, but that might be one of the biggest plays of Xavier Rodriguez's afternoon. Perfect spot. He knew where the Bruin was right on the out-of-bounds line, gave him a slight nudge. The ball goes out. Nothing else could have been done. Gasparo picks it up in transition. The Bruins gifted a free attack. Can they cash it in? Gasparo goes behind, picks up post. 4:15 in Q3 remaining. The Bruins score their first goal of the new half by spacing and finding an open spot, just as the Namers have done so many times today. It happened on that far side. I wouldn't be surprised to see Gasparo try and do it again. He does right there, but he is unable to pick up the loose ball. Possession taken in by Rodriguez and the Namers, and here they come, wasting no time. Rodriguez, end-to-end, he shoots and scores! It's a hat trick for Xavier Rodriguez! Talk about that! A perfectly worked goal, a transition goal, and finally, goal to goal. Rodriguez has done it all for the Namers, and out of nowhere, he has a hat trick. That is why he is on the Mount Rushmore of Holy Name Lacrosse. In an instant, he can change a game. Once again, he, Andrew Mueller, and Zach Spalding are the 3 with over 100 goals in their Holy Name career. And by all means, it will most likely be Rodriguez ending up in the number 1 spot when his time is done. I would be surprised if it wasn't him. Out of the face-off, the Bruins will take it. This is their biggest deficit to overcome today. The Namers leading by 4. Fitcher on the far side curls off at the 15, and Padua will sub on their offense. Padua 2 more games this year. On Friday, they host Revere for senior night at 6 p.m. before making the trip to Brecksville to close out their regular season on Saturday. The Namers 2 more games. Thursday, it's senior night against St. V's before welcoming in Louisville from Stark County on Saturday to close out their regular season campaign. Loose ball, and on the foul, it will go to Padua. Fitro, pass down low. Gasparo unable to bring it in before the shot. Padua still wins the ground ball that ensues, but that would have been a prime chance. Gasparo reruns it, but still is unable to get it in. The Namer defense just outside the crease has been superb today. This is the best ever defense that I have seen the Namers play in my 3 years of covering this team. Absolutely elite. Padua still looking for a breakthrough, and Fitro finds one. What a shot from Anthony Fitro. Perfect placement. It doesn't get any better than that for the Bruin offense. I said it last half. Padua will have the majority of their success tonight on the long shot. They can't get close enough to the goal to get a one-on-one opportunity. However, when they work outside the crease, going to about the 10-yard line, or in this case, being 10 yards out at the 20, and take a shot, that is a little bit more unpredictable than Holy Name would like to work with. Thus, Padua has had a lot of success in that department. And from the face-off, possession goes to Anko and the Green Wave. Glad to see Tommy back on the field. He has been tremendous each year, I believe. And talking to Mr. Anko, around 55 goals this campaign for the sophomore. Tommy driving down low just outside the crease, and he will pick up Hedgie in the X position. 2:15 left to go in quarter number 3. 6-3, Holy Name on top. They look for 7, denied on the low attempt. But Holy Name, they will keep the offense going. Bird will pick it up. Good defense by Padua, good movement, but not enough to clear the zone. Bird down low, trying for his second, but Hicks will scoop it up. We do now have a whistle, $1:53 remaining. And it could be a foul on the Namers. Based on the way that Bird is jogging off the field, I think we will see Padua a man up. But still no designation. Now it looks like no. It looks like they're allowing both sides to do a simple line change. That is the decision. Ball flung up the field, picked up by Butler, and he might take it himself. He basically has a one-on-one, goes down low to Hedgie, and the pass is too low for Phoenix to bring in. That would have been just like Phoenix's opening goal, wide open, nobody there, and a free play. But the pass just too low. The coordination not on point, but there is still time in this year to get that corrected. And I think tomorrow we are going to see a lot of passing in practice between Butler and Hedgie, especially in regards to transition. You play a team like Louisville on Saturday, they will not allow you to have those free chances. A powerful hit from the Namers leads to the ball going out of play. You could have made an argument for a foul that would have put Padua a man up, but in the end, that is not the decision. Gasparo takes it at the 20. Final minute of this third quarter. Padua down by 3. To the wing for Fitra, who scored their last goal. Too high of a pass. Gasparo almost gets it, but it is scooped up by the Namers. That is Burrell. But the Bruins get it back finally after some good elbow grease put in. Fitra will curl off 40 seconds. It looks like he is a little shaken, but most likely it is just fatigue after a long sequence. Adams at the 15, bounces it on back to Adams. 30 seconds now. It's Gasparo looking for his hat trick. Plenty of pressure. Gasparo, I don't know how he got that shot off. It will go out of play, and possession remains with the Bruins. Everybody was hitting him. Very surprised not to see a foul called based on the aggression. 15 seconds remaining in the third. Can Padua strike at the death? It's Gasparo, plays it down low, tipped by Big Ritz. And there is a push in transition, scooped up finally, no time to run any offense, and that will be the air horn signifying the end of the third quarter. A good one on hand as expected, but the Namers lead through 3 quarters. Holy Name 6, Padua 3, your score. This is OHSAA Boys Lacrosse on SmeeSports, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop.
Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
12 minutes left to go in regulation of the 2025 Boys Lacrosse Parma Holy War. Holy Name leading 6-3 over the Padua Bruins. Assuming the playoffs don't align these two teams, which I believe Padua is 3, Holy Name is 4 in regard to division. So most likely, if that is the case, we will not see that happen. This is the one and only meeting between these two teams this year. Holy Name, for the first time since the 2022 playoffs, look to get a win over Padua. But the Bruins are not going out without a fight. They never do. We've seen that so many times in the history of this rivalry. So many great plays, so many great close affairs. Tonight, yet another one to add to it. One of the lowest scoring affairs in the bunch. Looking back to that playoff win in 2022, it was, in fact, a very low-scoring affair that saw Holy Name take home the win 5-4 in double overtime. It looks like we lost a lacrosse ball. Before the game, somebody from Padua brought Coach Apinkar a bunch of balls that apparently a student went out and found. A lot of them lost on the premises. In my time with Holy Name Baseball, when we would practice on the turf, the amount of times I found a lacrosse ball around the premises, it wasn't funny. And the amount that ended up in the locker room, even more funny. But those were eventually returned to the proper locker room, which, given the fact that we backed up to the lacrosse locker room, wasn't too difficult to do. 1 minute down in this final frame. Padua looking for some urgency. They find it, but it is saved by Rose. A good attempt, though, from Adams. The Bruins have found their recipe to success, and it is taking a long shot and hoping a ricochet benefits them. Based on the way this game has gone, one more goal for the Namers, and that will all but seal the deal. Rodriguez looks for it here. He already has a hat trick, plays it out wide, a good move. The Namers immediately met by a double team. It looks like Padua changing their defense, somewhat man, but depending on who has the ball, they will bring some help defense along. Norris circling at the 20, back to the 25, lining up. He is hit from behind. It bounces to Rodriguez. Rodriguez unable to put it in. That was Angelone, the deep pull, getting a big hit. Exactly what he needed to do. A legal hit, not too much power. He deflects the shot, and that prevents the Namers from scoring. It's the little plays like that, the legal plays like that, that is keeping Padua in this game. Good movement by Hedgie against Angelone, just trying to break him down. Plays it across the face of goal. Butler getting it on the ricochet. It is Johnson fighting for it on behalf of the Bruins. Now there's some kicking involved before the Jackrabbit finally picks it up. Here comes A-Butts. Kicked out right, it's Farrell. 9:35 remaining. Hedgie, he will shoot, bouncing it just wide. Another good opportunity for the Namers to strike. But as an old coach of mine once said, so close, but yet so far. We will see what the Namers try and do here. Once again, I think this is not necessarily time wasting, but smart clock management. You drill time off of the clock each possession. Keep the game going until there's a point where Padua doesn't have enough time. That is what they should do unless there is a perfect shot to take. Like there, Norris thought about it, but in the end, holding up, that takes more time off of the clock. That is what we need to see from Holy Name in regard to time management. As for Padua, they need some big plays to take back possession. Rodriguez, a good opportunity. It goes behind, and right on cue, the Bruins take back possession. Perfectly worked right around the crease by Padua. They have been tremendous in that regard tonight. The defense, despite the 9 goals, both sides have been on point in that regard. They have been really good. Just a couple of well-worked plays have broken down the opposing defenses. Padua looking for another one here. It's Johnson playing it back. Gasparo taking his time before finally getting it to Kenny. On social media after the game, be on the lookout for post-game interviews with the winning team, along with the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center player of the game. Gasparo shoots and scores! Long range works again for the Bruins. A beautiful snipe. Trey Gasparo, yet another missile, finds the back of the net. Padua back within 2. And Trey Gasparo He now is a hat-trick hero. That one might be his best. 8:27 on the clock. Plenty of time for a comeback. I still would like to see Padua make it a one-goal game with 5 minutes left to go. That gives them time, in case Holy Name scores, to work another goal. That is what they need to do. Be conscious of the time, but also take good possessions and make good plays. This frame, they have been doing so very well. Faceoff is in place and down, won by the Bruins. That is the exact start they need to their next possession to facilitate offense. Miller running for his life. He will lose it in the process before giving it off to Kenny. Padua on the fly will bring on their offense. Fitro at the 20, cutting right. He does have an option behind the goal. That is Post in the X position. Post really hasn't had the ball all too much, and when he does, it usually isn't from the X. However, Hedgie, the X of Holy Name, he has been behind the goal in that position when he gets the ball 9 times out of 10. Gasparo at the 30, 7:40 remaining in regulation. A good spin attempt, still some good defense. Finally played behind, and it will go wide. Possession goes to the Namers. A great job by Holy Name. They lose the face-off, but their defense, they keep their heads up. They work as a unit, and they force an error from Padua. Right now, Holy Name's defense needs to be conservative. They need to keep things close, keep a close eye, and don't allow too many risky chances to be successful for the Bruins. As for Padua's defense, they need to take risks. They need to find an avenue back in. 2 goals, definitely a spot that they can come back from, but they would be a lot more comfortable down by 1 or tied. Ground ball out of play. Possession will go to Holy Name. Padua thought they had it, but in the end, the barrel roll out of play keeps possession with the green and white. Holy Name today wearing their black jerseys, which actually debuted 2 years ago on this turf. Hedgie just outside the crease, spinning on Angelone, played central and pushed in! What a strike for the Namers! Exactly what was needed, and they have their insurance once again. Kind of just flicked upwards and pushed down. We're trying to ID who it was that scored. It's number 22, but there is no 22 on the roster. Usually it's Hedgie who switches numbers, but he is wearing 11 today. The other one is Farrell, but he's wearing 25. So now the question is, who just scored? There is somebody in attendance who will be able to tell us. That is Mr. Onko. So assuming he checks his phone, we should have an answer. We just sent over the text. So Mr. Onko, if somehow you're listening, please help us. Loose ball as the Namers win the face-off. Their offense not done quite yet. But Holy Name up by 3. I said the magic number to get to was 7, and they are there. Rodriguez trying to make it 8. Plays down low to Hedgie, and there is goal number 8. 2 quick fire strikes from the green and white. Rodriguez to Hedgie. A great duo once again provides. That is now goal number 2 for Phoenix Hedgie this afternoon. That all but seals it for Holy Name. 4-goal lead, 6:23 left to go. And Holy Name might finally be able to break out of their streak against the Bruins. 2 games now they have lost in a row. Is 3 times the charm. We will see. Face-off will go to Holy Name in their defensive area. Picked up by Burrell, and now the whistle will blow. It's a timeout being called by Padua. Holy Name up by 2, finds 2 quick fire goals. The Namers lead this one 8-4 with 6:13 on the clock in regulation. We will step aside. This is OHSAA Lacrosse on SmeeSports, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center
There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier.
As promised, we do have confirmation on the 7th goal scorer of the game for Holy Name. He's not wearing number 10, but he is wearing number 22 today. That is Noah Wallace, the younger brother of Holy Name football starter and lacrosse starter, Jeremy Wallace. Jeremy was the starting right tackle during Holy Name's Final Four run during the 2022 season that saw them lose at the hands of Canfield at Euclid in the Final Four. Canfield that year, led by Brock Lowry, were able to win the state title at Canton the next week. Trying to think who they played in that game, and I'm just going to guess Baden because they usually make it there. Probably not Baden, but potentially is. 8-4 your score, 6-13 and counting left to play in regulation. The Namers looking for their 11th straight win and their 14th on the year. That would bring them to 14-1, a dominant campaign. Currently the 71st best team in the state of Ohio. With a win here, I think you see them crack the top 70, and with 2 more wins, if they sit at 16-1 entering the playoffs, top 50, we will see. Anko driving at the 25. He will shoot, and he scores! Tommy Anko from long range puts the dagger in. Yet another great strike from Tommy Anko, his second. Yet another Namer finding a double tonight. Rodriguez has 3, Anko has 2, Hedgie has 2, and each of Bird and Wallace have 1. The Namers have spread the wealth perfectly tonight, and they now lead by 5, their biggest lead of the game. Padua kept it close as long as they could. But as things stand, 5:39 on the clock, this one belongs to the green and white. Padua will win the ensuing faceoff. That is a good start if they want to make a comeback. They need about a goal a minute from here on out. It's Fitro near side. And now even more so, expect Holy Name's offense to cool down. Rose slips behind Margosian and makes the save. It looks like Charlie acted as the decoy. Rose out of nowhere spawns in. Here come the Namers, wasting no time. Hedgie down low. It is deflected. Still loose. Wallace trying to push it in. Rodriguez trying for the scoop. Wallace gets it. He is tripped. Gets up, stays with it. And finally, he will curl off. Great resilience by Noah Wallace. He might be a freshman, but he is playing with the experience of an upperclassman. Farrell looking for an outlet. Plays it down low, E-step. He will spin into it. Kicked back out to the 30, and it is scooped up in transition by Kenny. Rodriguez picks it off. Here he comes. Tries for a 4th, and just bounces it over. No good. A good little hezzy move, though, by Xavier Rodriguez. He had the defense fooled, but was unable to bounce it in. Hedgie circling, tries to put it in, deflected by Hicks. Still the ball at large, finally scooped up by Jackson. Despite the scoreline, Jackson Hicks has played one heck of a game, and in the meantime, it is Adams yard sailing. Casey E-step down low, one-on-one, saved by Rose. What a stop! 4 minutes on the clock, and Peter Rose is aging like a fine wine. What a great save. One-on-one, Rose plays better than when there are 3 defenders in front of him. If only he could have played hockey. Played far side. It's Gasparo shooting, and it's over. Rose did play his freshman year, but then you have Sefcik. Holy name goalkeepers, I have said it for years. They produce goalkeepers like it's nobody's business. Another good opportunity, and that one finds the back of the net. Sean Kenny puts it away. That is his first, and Padua is back within 4. Perfectly placed, right in line. The defense parting like the Red Sea, as you will see on your replay. Just another byproduct of great spacing by the Padua Bruins. It gives Kenny a free look, and he is not missing from that range. A combined 14 goals now scored in this contest. Given the halftime scoreline of 4-1, only 5 goals scored, the offense has really picked up in this second half, somewhat as expected, but I think based on the first 24, we expected another pedestrian half, but it has been anything but that. Anko driving up the field, shimmying right. He loses it just outside the crease, but finally gets it back off of Kenny. Good resilience by Tommy Anko. 3:20 left to play in this one. Anko driving to the goal, loses it on the ground before finally getting it back yet again. And while he goes for it, he draws the foul. That is Ryan Arco with the transgression. Just a light tap from behind, enough to draw the contact foul. Holy name, they will set up from the end zone. 3:13 remaining. This is going to go down as one of the best ever regular seasons for the Green Wave, and you can see why. Flag will fly, possession will go to the Namers as it is on the Bruins. Based on this initial move, it is going to be on Braden Miller, number 31. So that will put the Namers a man up with possession. 3 minutes now left to go. Stay tuned after our final commercial break, which will come after the final buzzer sounds. Then we will announce the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center player of the game. A lot of candidates for it, both offensively and defensively. But sometimes you have to make a tough call. What's more important, the goal or how the goal comes about? A little bit of a hint as to who our 2 potential players of the game are. To fully tell you, it's either Anko or Rodriguez. Norris pivoting at the 30. And that is not to take away from Pete Rose, but those two, they have been tremendous. As you see, it's Anko again. He draws the flag, and that might put Holy Name up 2 men. 2:36 now left to go. The Namers quickly discarding the Padua defense. That's one way to get a pretty much free goal. Just take everybody off the field. Now, you have to be knowledgeable as to when the first guy comes back in. If you are going to score, it is going to come up 2 guys. Rodriguez at the 30. Plays it out wide. Hedgie looking for some movement. Anko getting available. Rodriguez takes it back. He will go down low behind the goal. Farrell out. Norris, good spacing. It's Rodriguez shimmying in. He shoots but is denied by Jackson Hicks. Another sensational stop by the sophomore. Gasparo trying to spin past Rodriguez, and finally he goes out of play, but a timeout appears to have been called by Coach Apinkar before he went out. Definitely the right call. You can regroup one final time and get back to work. 2:03 on the clock in the 4th quarter. Holy Name on their way to their 11th straight win, number 14 on the year, up 9-5 on Padua.
Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits.
Taking a look at our broadcast schedule before we get into the final 2 minutes and 3 seconds of this contest. Tomorrow we will be in Elyria for a 5 p.m. first pitch. Holy Name takes on Elyria Catholic in a North Coast Conference clash. Then on Thursday, 4 p.m. and 7 p.m., it's a doubleheader at Tri-C's Ron Model Field. The Triceratops look to win for the 41st and 42nd time in a row, this time in the playoffs against the Mid-Michigan Lakers. Friday, Game 3, if necessary, is at 12. Then at 5, we will be at John Bosco. Time permitting after that game, if it happens, or if it doesn't, for Holy Name and Padua softball. A good move by the Bruins. The shot will go in. Sean Kenny, his second of the final frame. Padua now back within 3. It would take a lot for the Bruins to come out with a win, but they are not going out without a fight. Don't tell them there's 1:49 on the clock. They know it, but if they win this next faceoff, anything can happen. Going back to our schedule on Saturday, right now it's just one game, but in talking to Coach Macetta, it is looking like 2. Holy Name North Olmsted is our guaranteed game at 12, but after it sounds like Holy Name will also take on Normandy, both games at Ron Model Field, and both games streaming live on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Padua gets the faceoff on a violation. Can their offense strike again? This is the nitty-gritty of the ball game. Padua trailed by as many as 5, if I am not mistaken. Now back within 3. Can they strike again quickly? Their offense putting up a little bit of pressure on the Namer defense. Gasparo cutting. He shoots. It's over Rose's head and out of play. Possession Padua. The moment Padua does not score on a possession, the game is pretty much over. Until then, Padua still has a chance to fight back in. Gasparo unable to get it. It rolls out. The arm, it favors Holy Name, and that will all but do it. Rodriguez will come in. Anka will take it up the field. Padua still looking for their miracle. 9-6 your score. 1:14 left to play. And Tommy Anko is about to run for his life. Anko splitting the defense, almost losing it, stays with it somehow. He was triple teamed and didn't lose possession. Anko has been a baller today for the Namers. It's still Anko swimming at the 25. He draws contact. No foul given. Here come the Bruins. And finally, there is a whistle, and it should favor the Namers with 47 seconds remaining. And the whistle that is blown is for a timeout. It might still be Padua possession, but either way, the Namers, they drill a lot of clock. They hang on now up by 3. But credit to the Bruins. They have fought through a lot today. The goal scorers, Gasparo has 3, Kenny has 2, and Fitro has 1. As for the Namers, Xavier Rodriguez has 3, Tommy Anko has 2, Phoenix Hedgie has 2, and both Jeff Bird and Noah Wallace have 1. As for the saves, if I can take a quick look over here, it is 5, 10, 12 for Hicks and 15 for Peter Rose. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it. Speaking of Coach Coos, we will see his boys week 1. We made the announcement before, but we will have once again Padua and Alliance football week 1. This time here at Padua, and this time a lot closer to where I will be staying in the summer. Last year, for those who don't know the story behind it, I did week 1 at Karis Stadium, which then led to our partnership with Channel 1022. That was the first day of orientation. This time, don't have to do orientation. I can move in the next day or Sunday if I have to. We stay here for week 1, and I'll say this right now, that probably won't be the last time you see Padua football on the channel next year. We are shooting for week 10, the Parma Holy War at Serpentini Chevrolet Stadium at North Royalton, but that is still at least 5 months out. Final 35 seconds of regulation. Kenny spinning, playing it top. It's Adams. Adams down low to the 20. Good defense by the Namers. Padua, it is shot chucking time. Fitro, he plays it down low. The bounce goes just outside the crease. Played perfectly, still loose. The deep hole's hanging on, and it is possession, Holy Name. Talk about these deep holes. They have provided so many great defensive stops for the Namers tonight, and they deserve a lot of the credit. But Padua, with 12 seconds, gets one final chance to strike. Stay tuned after the final buzzer as we will announce the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center player of the game. Picked off by E-Step. Here come the namers one final time. He will simply clear. And Angelone tries to reverse it back. Unable to do so. But for the first time since 2022, Holy Name takes down Padua. Your final, the Green Wave 9, the Bruins 6. Holy Name has waited for this moment. They remember the celebrations 2 years ago on this field, the day they debuted these uniforms, and they are happy to be on the opposite end of it here tonight. 9-6 your final. We step aside one final time and hear a word from our sponsors.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits.
Welcome back to Padua Stadium, your final Holy Name 9, Padua Franciscan 6. Your player of the game presented by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. It belongs to Tommy Anko. 2 goals, but beyond that, he was the main facilitator of the Namer offense. So many great solo runs, just like Xavier Rodriguez, who is our honorable mention for the award. But either way, the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center player of the game, Tommy Anko. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and SmeeFist2024 on Twitter. As well, subscribe down below to the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Enable push notifications to be notified when we upload or go live. Trying to hit 3,500 subscribers by the end of this year. So, if you are new, go down below and subscribe. It costs nothing, and it greatly helps out our efforts here at SmeeSports. And finally, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact me at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out the best of your business and your brand through an advertisement like the ones that you have seen today. Hoping to do more Holy Name and Padua in the coming weeks, months, and years. So, if you are a fan of either one, contact us. We would love to work with you, and we would love to keep bringing Holy Name Athletics and Padua Athletics to the SmeeSports YouTube channel. But that will do it here from the Den. Holy Name 9, Padua 6, your final. I have been Nathan Smee saying so long from Parma, Ohio, and we will see you tomorrow at Elyria Catholic for a 5 p.m. first pitch between the Green Wave and the Elyria Catholic Panthers. This has been OHSAA Boys Lacrosse on the SmeeSports YouTube channel, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop. One final word of thanks to Padua for hosting us today. We look forward to the next time we are here. But with that, have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining us.